What's up, everybody? Steven Zekil here bringing another reaction. Now, today's reaction is to Death Battle's newest fight of Zoro versus Ursa. So, I don't really have too many, like, outside of some here and there, but mostly Dragon Ball Z shirts. And I realized, as I was while I was setting this up, I'm actually wearing a One Piece and Fairy Tail and Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, pretty much all the shonens all at once. So we got some Luffy action right there. We got some where is he? Oh, Natsu right there. So in a sense, I'm wearing a perfect shirt for this fight, which neither one of the characters in this fight are actually on the shirt. We got Lucy on the shirt. We got Luffy. We got Nami. We got Chomper. Yeah, we only got like 2 Fairy Tails, 3 One Piece characters, 1 Bleach, which is of course Ichigo. We got Naruto. Oh wait, we have also, actually no, we do have another Fairy Tail. We have Happy. We have Goku, of course, as Kid Goku. Vegeta fighting Frieza. Future Trunks right in the future machine, right? Future time machine right there. And of course, chilling on the back of Shenron. Oh, I was using the right finger. What the hell? I felt like this was the right finger. Saitama himself. So we got a lot of really cool. I thought this would be the perfect shirt. So yeah, I don't know who to choose. I feel like skill-wise, even though Ursa is very skilled in a lot of different weapons and has a lot of different weapons to choose from, I think Zoro's skills are going to be his higher end, and Ursa's variety of stuff is going to help, and not to mention magic and stuff like that, re-equipped certain things. Like this is so even for me. I don't know which one to choose. Like, to be honest, Ursula also has the edge of just being freaking hot, but that's just from a guy's perspective. Although Zoro probably wouldn't really give a fuck. I don't know. He doesn't show too much in one. I've yet to get to. I'm watching Fairy Tail, but like every so often. Like it's like every couple other months I'll binge watch about 30 episodes or something like that, and then I'll stop for a while, and then One Piece, it's occasional as well, so I'm not really caught up to where they are in One Piece or Fairy Tail, so I don't know extremely, like, where I am in, One Piece is, as far as I know, like, I know this is probably gonna be like, oh my god, you're so far behind! Like, I know they have Gear 4, but I haven't really seen too much, for Luffy. I know Zoro has a couple techniques that he probably has mastered forward. He also was training underneath the greatest swordsman that once defeated the fuck out of him. And a bunch of other things, and same thing with Fairy Tail. I don't know, I know Ursa has done a ton of things that are really epic. I just don't know in comparison to what Zoro's done and vice versa. I just don't know. I think variety of multiple different weapons and maybe a little bit of power. Ursa, skill and durability and just, yeah, I think that will go, and then stubbornness even. So with those, I don't know who to choose. So I will pick before the fight starts. I just need to see what Death Battle is going to use and talk about, and maybe get new information. So if you want to check this out yourself, link in the description. Like always, go support the original content. And we are going to get into this fight right now. And I know a lot of people, like, I'll be, today's Thursday, and I'll be posting this probably tomorrow with one more reaction fight.
Fighter has stood the test of time, the swordsman.
Yeah?
And today's combatants are 2 of the most skilled warriors to ever wield a blade.
Oh god, that fake
Roronoa
blood
Zoro,
animation
the
thing.
feared swordsman
That was
of
weird.
The Straw Hat Pirates.
And Urza Scarlet, the battle mage of the Fairy Tail Guild.
He's
Yep.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. As a child, Roronoa Zoro dreamed of becoming the greatest swordsman in the world.
That smug ass look.
He just didn't roll at a dojo. He showed up, challenged everyone, and then just sort of stuck around.
Zoro's dojo training sharpened his natural talent with a sword, but there was one person he could never quite manage to beat. His sensei's daughter, Kuina. They dueled
Really?
a
I didn't.
lot,
Oh,
and
wow.
Kuina won
See, it's been a
every
long time.
single
I don't
match.
remember some of this stuff.
All 2001 of them.
Damn, you think you would have gotten at least one in?
Despite the constant defeat,
Huh.
Kuina and Zoro were very close friends. Together, they promised that someday one of them would become the world's best swordsman.
And then she fell down some stairs and died, which just seems like an unacceptable way for a master swordsman to bite the dust.
Does thin out the competition for world's best swordsman, though.
True, I mean, that's how I became the world's best shotgun woodcarver.
What?
After Kuina's death, Zoro
Wait,
returned to the
what?
sword and used it to hone his skills even further, eventually leaving the dojo in search of
Is her sword the
the
sword he
of
puts in
world's
his
greatest swordsman, Dracule Mihawk.
That's who I was
He
thinking of,
immediately
yeah.
got himself lost. With nothing better to do, he became a bounty hunter and wandered around the ocean until he ran into a weird, stretchy pirate kid.
You mean Monkey D. Luffy, who brought Zoro onto his crew of Straw Hat Pirates.
Yep.
Actually worked out pretty well since Luffy was already looking to hire him anyway. Turns out Zoro has quite a reputation.
At this point, he was already a master swordsman, and after finding and training under Mihawk, his swordsmanship became legendary.
He created his own fighting style, Satoryu.
I've seen that pink-haired
also
chick,
called
but I don't
Three
know
Sword
much
Style,
about her.
Because he uses 3 swords, one in each hand and one in his frickin' mouth.
That doesn't seem very safe.
Oh, shut up, Wiz. Badasses don't care about safety.
Regardless, with the 3-sword style, Zoro can perform several unique attacks, including the Onigiri, where he strikes with all 3 blades at once.
Or the Tatsumaki,
Wow.
where he makes a tornado dragon.
By
What?
swinging his
Oh, that's
sword a
cool.
certain way, he can fire compressed air projectiles toward an opponent, like with his deadliest technique, the 1080-pound cannon. And last but not
Damn.
least, he knows the Kyutoryu 9-sword style.
Wait, did he just grow 4 more arms and 2 more heads?
Holy
What the hell did
shit!
he get?
It's
Well,
just
I was
an
thinking
illusion,
about
but
Ursula
it's
having that one
somehow
form with like
has
shit ton of
impressive.
blades.
He's like a human
I think
slapshot
that's
with a
gonna
total of 9
human
swords.
slap chop. I think that's gonna go toe to toe with that at one
With
point.
the blade, Zoro is able to use haki, a mysterious power
This is the
that
thing
every
I was
living being
trying to remember what it was
possesses.
called.
Only a
Haki.
select few have learned how to use.
Hockey, much like Neapolitan ice cream, comes in 3 flavors, and Zoro only has access to chocolate and vanilla.
Chocolate? What? I don't even. Well, one of those flavors is observation hockey. Of course. Which in some ways is similar to Spider-Man's Spidey sense.
What?
Zoro can
Really?
sense the
That's
location of
awesome.
Other people, even if they're invisible or far away, and can also predict most opponents' attacks.
Then chocolate, everyone's favorite hockey flavor, is armament hockey. This lets
Oh,
him form
wow.
invisible armor around himself as protection, or harden his swords to make his strikes cut through
Oh,
almost
okay,
anything.
With
Okay.
hockey, Zoro
Ursa's
has been
gonna
real
have a lot
asset
of
to the
difficulties
Straw Hat
with
Pirates.
his hockey
They've
moves.
traveled the world and had a lot of weird adventures.
Like that time Zoro fought a literal living mountain man named Pika and sliced him clean in half.
So powerful, it didn't just cut through Pika, it sent his top half flying upward. Considering Pika's enormous size and approximate mass, this strike had to have been more powerful than the first ever deployed hydrogen bomb, the 11
What?
megaton Castle Romeo.
Also, Zoro's
Damn!
pretty damn fast. One time he moved so quickly he seemed invisible to a room full of highly trained assassins. And when the odds are against him, he'll keep pushing himself, even past the point of bleeding out.
Thus, he's powered
Yeah.
through some incredibly intense pain, such as...
Holy shit! How the hell is he still standing after that?
That's a good question. After a battle with Kuma, a bear man because this is One Piece, Zoro took on not only his own pain from near death, but also Luffy's, despite being told that doing so would surely kill him. But it just didn't.
And he doesn't even brag about it. What a badass.
Zoro
Oh
is
shit,
definitely
okay,
the
see,
stoic
that's
man
what I meant about
who
maybe
fights
him having more
every year.
durability.
He's a sword fighter above all, and prefers to fight up close and personal.
He also has the world's shittiest sense of direction. He gets lost without
Oh
someone
my
there
God.
literally reading the map for him, and could never survive on his own without his friends.
You might think Zoro would be more of a lone wolf type of guy, but no. Much like how Kuina's death spurred him on to become a great swordsman, it's his friends who keep him fighting.
I set sail for only one reason, to meet you.
And what is your goal?
To beat you.
Urza Scarlet grew up in a small rural town called Rosemary Village. It was pretty picturesque as far as childhoods go.
Hold on, Wiz, I'm getting a premonition. Despite everything seeming perfect, something
Gets fucked up.
terrible happens.
A murderous cult attacked, destroyed the city, and enslaved the
Yep.
children to build a tower to resurrect their evil overlord.
Yep.
There it is.
Young Urza was tortured, and while she may have lost an eye in the process, she also gained a friend, Jalal Fernandez. He actually gave Urza her last name, Scarlet, after her red hair.
She and her buddies swore they'd escape, so Urza ended up staging a revolt and saved the other slaves thanks to discovering her latent magical powers.
Unfortunately, not everyone made it out.
Turns out Jalal got possessed by some spirit that made him a huge dick, and she had to go without him.
Fine, if you want to leave so badly, then I'm not going to stop you. But you'll have to go alone.
After that nightmare, Urza swore to dedicate her life to helping and protecting the innocent, and so joined the Fairy Tale Magicians Guild. Luckily for them, she possessed a great skill set for a mage.
Yeah.
Her main thing
She's
is
a fucking
Requip Weapon,
badass.
which is basically like having an armory with you at all times, without having to lug it around.
Requip magic allows Urza to summon her vast array of weapons and armor at will, meaning she can use multiple
Which I'm
combinations
trying to
of
figure out
swords,
how she's
lances,
going
and
to
outfits,
counteract
all in
the
one fight
the
without
hockey
ever really
that
slowing
Zoro
down.
has right now.
Damn, that'd be useful for all my weapons. How many's she packing?
She's rumored to have access to as many as 100 sets of armor and 200 weapons.
Nice. As
Damn,
far as
that
armor
is-
goes, her
that's a
go-to
lot.
is the standard Heart Cruise set. But there's also the Heaven's Wheel armor, where she can send swords flying at people, the spiky defensive adamantine armor, and the Black Wing and Flame Empress armors, which have wings for flying.
Don't forget her giant armor, which she uses with a lance, purgatory armor, which has a lot of spikes, and seduction armor? I'm not really sure what purpose this serves.
Probably to make enemies terribly aroused. Ever tried to fight with an erection, Wiz? Believe me, it's not easy.
Right. Well, Urza claims her most powerful armor is the Armadura Fairy Armor, which is
Oh,
very
wow.
pink.
These are fancy and all, but sometimes she doesn't even bother suiting up. If her back's against the wall, Urza equips her Clear Heart clothing. This enhances her speed and attack over defense, and channels all her magical energy into her katanas
Shit,
for a
that
decisive
might not be
blow.
the greatest
She
thing.
can charge magic through her swords to perform all sorts of magical attacks, even mixing and matching weapons and armors to better her chances in a
Ooh,
fight.
that pose.
She's also just really good at sword fighting. Actually, she's really good with a lot of weapons, including hand-to-hand.
All of this makes Urza an excellent addition to the Fairy Tale Guild.
Yeah?
She quickly became one of its highest-ranking mages and was the youngest member to ever pass the S-Class Mage Promotion test. An incredibly difficult gauntlet only the strongest and wisest of warriors can even attempt.
Speaking of achievements, she's pretty friggin' strong. Don't believe me? Well, here she is, lancing a hole through a giant floating cube.
This cube was
Holy
about 100 million
shit!
cubic miles in volume. To punch through it, Urza's lance must have dealt about 16 kilotons of force.
Hers is also fast enough to deflect bullets point blank from a flintlock pistol. Guns with a muzzle velocity of about 540 miles per hour. And that's
Wow.
without a speed boost from her armor.
Right, many of her armor sets grant her stat boosts, increasing her speed, magic, defense, etc. She's survived plenty of destructive blasts, including one that blew up an island. Considering that island's size,
Okay,
that
her
explosion
durability is
was
pretty
equivalent
high
to
too. Holy
2
shit!
kilotons of TNT.
So she's sexy, can survive island-busting attacks, and has a shit ton of weapons? She's basically perfect.
Well, she may have a vast armory, but swapping them in and out requires magic, and she can run her supply down if she's not careful.
So it's just like a mana bar in those fantasy games you always play.
Exactly, though even when she's out of magic, she's still quite deadly in hand-to-hand.
Yeah.
Like when she fought her alternate self from
That
another
I remember
parallel
that fight.
universe.
That universe has a
That had me so like, holy shit, Urza versus Urza.
But when you're among the best in the guild, you get the job done no matter the limits.
I will withstand any physical pain to protect the ones that I love.
Okay, after what we saw, I kind of want Urza to win because of her all the cool shit she can do, but at the same time, I want Zoro to win. Like, I'm still in the middle. I think Zoro's gonna win though.
Oh, sorry, lady.
Overall with the
Putting me
hockey.
in the way of the shipyard. I've been looking around for hours.
Tense.
Be harmed.
Sorry, I'm busy. Maybe later.
Then we'll have to do this the hard way.
I told you I'm busy. Well, I guess we're doing this now.
I can so see Zoro's doing like acting like that too. Oh god.
Whoa! What?
You're coming with me.
Oh, that would freak him out at first, but he's fought a lot of weird things.
Laughing at this?
Oh. Oh. Yeah, I feel like Zoro's gonna win this. Oh, okay, she's already in her ultimate armor, and he hasn't even been really using his hotkey yet. Or maybe he has been, but that town just got fucked up. Oh. Oh, wow.
Fool. Nothing is worse than the loss of life.
Don't start crying, woman.
What?
So much for all that true strength bullshit, huh?
Oh, shit. Urza, you're in trouble.
Do this. I will fight.
Oh, I called it! I called it! He's gonna use that whole multi-fucking sword shit. Oh, okay, never mind. He's just gonna block it off. Oh, I called it! Yes!
You're not the only one who fights for their friends.
Oh, shit! Come on. Oh, no. I'm thinking Urza. Oh, she got fucking... Oh, she got split in half! Why would you kill the hotness?
Now, where the hell is that shipyard?
Damn it!
Jesus! Talk about a killing blow!
In the past, Urza could react to projectiles flying over 500 miles per hour. But
I called
Zoro
it.
could
Like,
move
I
faster
had the
than
feeling. It was
IPC.
still too even for me.
US Air Force tests
But
have shown
I
that a
felt with the
well-trained
hockey
P9 can
stuff,
consistently spot and recognize
Zoro
an
had
image in
it.
1/220th of a second. So in this case, Zoro would have had to move from point A to point B, which is about 57 feet, in 4.5 milliseconds. That's close to 9,000 miles per hour.
Ooh.
That's more than 5 times faster than a bullet. Hers
Okay.
doesn't really rely on speed anyway, and there's no evidence any of her armor magic could have helped close that wide of a gap.
Speaking of her armor, Urza did have more options in defense and weaponry. Unfortunately for her, she was simply outclassed in damage dealt.
Urza
Okay.
can withstand hits of about 2 kilotons, like the blast which destroyed that island. But Zoro has dished out much stronger blows than that.
Slicing Pika
That's
in half,
true.
For example, was equivalent to 11.5 megatons.
God,
That's
and
about
he
6,000
fucked and
times
killed
bigger
her.
than anything Urza
Luckily, if she
survived.
died that
And while
way,
Urza's
it
artificial
was
eye may
painless
have
because it
seen
went
through
right from the
Zoro's
head
mind sword style
down.
illusion, it couldn't prevent him from actually attacking her.
She also had that habit of stripping down to clear hard clothing in a bind. Yeah, it gave her more sword power, but at the cost of less defense. This sounded like a good idea on paper, but close-range combat was Zoro's bread and butter.
Urza was
Yeah.
mostly self-taught, and while proficient with a blade, Zoro has trained with swords all his life. Even with the greatest swordsman in the world, an up-close duel was exactly what he was looking for.
Yes, she won't be getting a fairy tale ending.
The winner is Roronoa Zoro.
And I'm okay with this loss. Not too
Next
bad.
time on Death Battle.
No one can break there except for one man.
Chili!
I was like, wait a second, I recognize this movie.
Deadpool is back. Oh, God. And we're doing something a little different this time. We're going to be announcing his opponent on the Death Battle cast.
Which, if you haven't heard, is a thing. We launched a podcast around Death Battle where we hang out, talk fights, and...
Okay. Well, if you guys know who fucking Deadpool's fighting on Death Battle, let me know in the comment section below. I will definitely be getting to that fight as soon as it's released, or at least a day or so after it's released. And you guys can always remind me, hey, it's out! Don't be a dumbass! How'd you guys feel about this fight? I thought it was pretty good, honestly. I felt like it was going to be tough overall for both opponents, but with the hockey, as soon as I learned about the information of what that does and implies and gives to him, and he didn't even they didn't show him transforming his sword. Oh, maybe they did with the oversteel shit that they were talking about with the hockey. So with that was just like, holy shit. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought about this fight. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to show it by punching that like button and subscribe for more content and more reaction videos. Until next time, guys, later. Thanks for watching this video, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you want more, check out the description below. Hope to see you guys in a later video. Also, have an awesome day.